All right, time to go inside Tesla's year-end production and delivery numbers. This morning, Tesla's stock is down nearly 5%, or 4.1% at this point. And J.P. Morgan cut its price target to $125 from $150. Also, Truist Securities cutting its price target to $299 from $348. Even the $299 is well above where the stock trades right now at $118. Let's get over to Phil Lebeau. He has the details on this. Phil, good morning.
Good morning, Becky. And the commentary from analysts is mixed this morning, largely because they say, look at these numbers. Even if you are a bull, you cannot be optimistic about the numbers that Tesla reported for the fourth quarter and for all of 2022. For the fourth quarter, the deliveries came in below consensus, which was for 417,000 vehicles to be delivered. They were delivering 405,000. Total for the year, 1.31 million. That's also below what the expectation was. Here's why that's significant. That 1.31 million, that's growth of just 40% compared to deliveries in 2021. Remember, the company's general guidance, which they gave, I want to say about a year and a half ago, was that they would have average 50% annual delivery sales growth. Well, this is clearly not 50%. Now, Tesla bulls will say, well, look, they said they would average that over many years, so you're going to have some years where it's not 50%. But 40%, that's well below expectations. The problem goes back to China. We talked about this in December, and really at the end of November, you started to see the sales pace slow in China for a couple of reasons, COVID restrictions being a primary one there. But you also have greater competition, and it's forced the company to cut its prices, whether it's in China or at the end of December here in the United States. That's going to be weighing on margins. So as you take a look at shares of Tesla, remember that the fourth quarter results will be reported just about 3 weeks from now, January 25th. Two things are going to be in focus between now and then. First of all, does Elon Musk say anything about the annual delivery guidance? Do they bring it down? Do they say, look, in the future, it'll just be 35 to 40% annual delivery growth? Or do they also talk about the impact of margins and the compression that they're going to be facing? I don't expect any commentary pre-earnings about margins, but they may say something about delivery guidance, though it's more likely we'll probably get that when Elon Musk does the earnings call on January 25th. If he does the earnings call. I suspect he probably will. So we'll be covering this all day long, guys. Not surprising to see the stock under pressure, given the fact that these numbers came in short of expectations.
You know, the margin question is really interesting, especially with the discounts they were offering to have people deliver, accept delivery by the end of December. And then I think there are additional ones in China to receive by maybe the end of February.
Right. And so the question becomes, do they start doing more of this in the future, Becky? And you know what that looks like if Tesla starts doing this on a regular basis? Traditional automakers. And for a long time, that was the thesis for Tesla bulls. They are not a traditional automaker. They won't have to get into the incentive game like everybody else in the industry has for decades. Well, now your question becomes, you did that at the end of this year, and yeah, occasionally you see that in the past from that, but very, very rarely. Now has this become a regular part of Tesla's business? And if that's the case, why are you giving them the multiple up here when traditional automakers have a multiple down here? Yes, they have higher gross automotive margins. That's not going to erode immediately, but that's going to weigh on those margins, and that's part of the question that analysts are trying to figure out right now. What kind of multiple do you give this company if you see demand slow down and you see margins come under pressure?
And if they can't get the government subsidies they used to get as well.
Sure.
So thank you. We'll be watching through the day.